This program is proudly brought to you by PNG Motors, Gazelle International Hotel, and Telecom Limited.
Good evening, PNG. I am Jaylee Sapies back with another episode of Sports Scene. I've got a lot for you tonight, updates from both the local and international sporting world. So let's head straight into it. Now, coming up tonight, we hear an update from PNG NRL BID CEO Andrew Hill about the NRL expansion bid. We get an update on the Paris 2024 Olympics. And we speak to Sir John Dawanincura about his remarkable journey and contributions to the PNG sports fraternity. But before that, let's check out our weekend scorelines, beginning with the NRL Round 20. On Friday, the 19th of July, we saw the Raiders defeat the Warriors 20 points to 18. On Saturday, we saw the Rabbitohs defeat the Tigers 42 points to 28. Broncos defeated the Knights 30 points to 14. Storms defeated the Roosters 24 points to 8. And on Sunday, we saw the Panthers defeat the Dolphins 28 points to 26. Sea Eagles and Cowboys both defeated the Titans and the Bulldogs. On bye, we had the Dragons, the Eels, and the Sharks. But that's it for our weekend scorelines. Now on to some more local news. The PNG Touch Rugby team were disqualified from the Touch World Cup in Nottingham, England after failing to attend the opening ceremony as well as the first game on Tuesday due to funding issues. The Valley Hunters handed the Harlequins their second loss of the season on Sunday at the Bava Park with a 18-15 scoreline. And onto the PNG NRL BID Academy now. The school's championships concluded on Sunday at the National Sports Institute in Goroka. The Academy hosted 750 young men and women from Goroka, Kokopo, Lae, Mount Hagen, Central Province, and NCD. The Pom City Strikers witnessed their first win of the Premier Soccer League competition when they defeated Admiralty Islands 2-1 last weekend. And the PNG Under-19 men's cricket team will leave PNG for Brisbane this Saturday to prepare for the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup East Asia Pacific qualifiers in Samoa. That's it for our updates. We'll take a quick break now, but don't go anywhere. After the break, we speak to PNG NRL BID CEO Andrew Hill about speculation surrounding the PNG NRL bid. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sports Scene. Now, we all know about the PNG NRL bid and PNG possibly making the 18th team. But with that, we also hear speculation surrounding this topic. We spoke to PNG NRL BID CEO Andrew Hill in an exclusive interview where he set the record straight about what's to come for the NRL bid. Let's take a look. In an exclusive interview with Sports Scene, PNG NRL BID CEO Andrew Hill dismissed claims that the NRL expansion bid is confirmed.
There's always speculation. Every time we have a meeting, every time there's some small outcome, the media seem to jump on it. What I can say is that two governments, the NRL and the PNG NRL BID, are working really closely. And yes, we are getting closer to a decision, and that decision, of course, requires the NRL to decide when expansion should occur, and the two governments who are working to provide the right level of support for the franchise. We expect that that won't happen until some stage later this year. So whilst there's speculation every second day, there's headlines, I don't expect any decision for another month or two.
Mr. Hill confirmed that this decision is only months away.
PNG have been on a long journey with rugby league. They love the game, it's a national sport, and of course they have had some attempts before to join the National Rugby League in Australia. But this bid is very different to what's happened in the past. This is a bid that started from Prime Minister Marape and it's uniting the country. So we've been up and running for about 2 years now. Established, as I said, by the Prime Minister. We are independent, therefore that means we're not just government or we're not just the sport. We have representatives on our board from all aspects across PNG. And it's been a really, really interesting and enjoyable journey that started about 2 years ago, and we're coming to the end now.
He continues to acknowledge rugby league as PNG's #1 sport, hence the support received from both the Australian and PNG government is evident.
PNG and Australia have got a wonderful relationship. They've had a great relationship for a long time, and of course we're celebrating 50 years of independence. This decision by both governments to use rugby league as a vehicle to unite PNG, to bring the two nations together, is the formation of most of our conversations. And so those conversations that the two Prime Ministers are having, the two governments are having, are around how rugby league, and in particular how an NRL team based here in PNG, can help bring the two countries together, to help unite PNG. The passion for rugby league is obvious, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity for all of us on both sides, the Australian public to find out a little more about the history and the shared values that we have with PNG, and of course for PNG to be a leader in the Pacific. When we talk about the Pacific, there's Australia, there's New Zealand, there's PNG, and then there's the rest of the Pacific. And I think with PNG having a team in the NRL, that will really help PNG's position as a leader in the Pacific.
But that is it for the sport we love, rugby league. All right, let's talk about the Paris Olympics. Here's a fact. Papua New Guinea's debut participation was at the Olympic Games in Montreal, Canada in 1976. Over the years, it has fielded 61 participants in a total of 8 sports. The country has not won an Olympic medal to date. But we are 2 days away now from the opening ceremony, so how exciting. Now, Team PNG will be represented by 6 athletes: Gibson Mara and Kevin Cashman from Taekwondo, Leonie Beu from Athletics, Morea Baru from Weightlifting, and from Swimming, Georgia Livele and Josh Tarere. But up on your screen right now is the competition schedule for our athletes, beginning with swimming on Tuesday the 30th of July for Josh Tarere in the men's 100-meter freestyle, which shows at 7 p.m. PNG time. Now, our athletes participate into week 2, so lock in the dates. Now, please take note of the competition schedule and let's support our Team PNG athletes. Don't forget that EMTV will be broadcasting the Paris Olympics, so stay tuned. If you are unsure of the schedule or need to be reminded, check out our Facebook page and we will keep you updated. Okay, let's take a break now. We'll be back with more on Sports Scene. Welcome back to Sports Scene. The Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee has undergone several name changes since its inception in 1961. It was initially the PNG British Empire and Commonwealth Games Association. In the 1970s, it became the Papua New Guinea Amateur Sports Federation, then was shortened to Papua New Guinea Sports Federation. It was later changed again to the Papua New Guinea Sports Federation and Olympic Committee, and then to the Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee, its current name. The PNG OC achieved recognition by the International Olympic Committee in 1974 and 10 years later hired Sir John Dawanincura as the Secretary General and PNG OC's first professionally paid employee. Now, since his journey with the PNG OC kicked off, Sir John has contributed immensely to the PNG sports industry, totaling to 38 years, serving 26 as Secretary General and 12 as President. He officially retired earlier this month and leaves behind a lasting legacy. The Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee has honored Sir John Dawanincura with life membership in recognition of his outstanding service and dedication to the organization and sports in Papua New Guinea. This was announced and accepted by all members by way of standing ovation during the annual General Assembly held earlier this month at the Gateway Hotel in Port Moresby, marking the end of Sir John's journey as president.
It's been 38 years with the PNG Olympic Committee. 26 years as Secretary General and 12 years as President, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. And when you love what you do, then it's easy.
His leadership and vision have been instrumental in the growth and success of the organization, and his contributions have left an indelible mark on the sports community in Papua New Guinea.
Basically, it's just a love of sports. And if you love what you do, then it's easy to take the necessary steps. Do your research. There's always the Secretariat at the Olympic Committee to consult, and if they need assistance, always available to give an opinion. But at the same time, regardless of what opinion I give, I always ask the current Secretary General and Desmond Kaviago and Emma Waiwai. I'm available 24/7 if and when required, so call me anytime.
Sir John expressed his gratitude for the support he received over the years despite the challenges he faced.
Always funding, and sometimes funding comes very late. But I'd like to acknowledge the work of the Secretariat with Desmond Kaviago as the Secretary General. And I suppose those of us who have been with the organization for a long time, including Awita Rapila, myself, there's two other members that have been involved with the Olympic Committee for a long time before their retirement also. Tasman Wardley. She was with the organization for 18 to 20 years, same with Mel Donald, and they're two valued members that were part of our executive board. So it's we're still around to give an opinion if and when we're asked. Otherwise, we'll leave the current executive to take over the reins, and but we're always available if our opinion is sought. As I said, if and when required.
Sir John served with the PNG Olympic Committee for 38 years, serving 26 years as Secretary General and 12 years as President, leaving behind a lasting legacy.
With the assistance of respective executive boards, it's good governance and best practice. We have to also look after the interest of our staff members, because happy staff members will perform. And so we follow basic principles of management.
His numerous achievements include the 2015 Pacific Games, securing a permanent home and office for the PNG OC, and the high standards of good governance and transparency he has built. His commitment to the Olympic movement and the development of sports has inspired many and sets a high standard for future leaders and sports administrators. He now focuses on retirement and spending time with family. And what an inspiration, Sir John. Wishing the best with his retirement. All right, it's break time. When we return, we wrap things up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Sports Scene. Now let's check out what's trending in the international sporting world. The US men's basketball team fought back from a double-digit deficit to edge past South Sudan 101-100 in a dramatic pre-Olympic friendly in London, England on Saturday. Adnan-fled civil war conscription in Syria now prepares for the biggest event of his life. American League tops National League for the 10th time in last 11 Major Baseball League All-Star games. The American emerged from a tightly bunched leaderboard to win the 152nd leaderboard. Battered and bruised in the two previous editions, Tadej Pogacar made his return to the top of the Tour de France podium with a loud big bang on Sunday to cement his place among the cycling greats. American Noah Lyles proved once again that he can back up his fighting talk with strong performances on the track when he ran a personal best to secure 100 meters victory in the final Diamond League race before the Olympics. But that's what's trending. Let's take a quick look at our weekend previews. Beginning with the NRL Round 21. On Friday the 26th of July, we see the Warriors play against the West Tigers, Eels versus the Storms. On Saturday the 27th of July, the Broncos go up against the Bulldogs, Cowboys versus the Sharks, and the Roosters versus the Sea Eagles. On Sunday, the Dragons play against the Panthers, Dolphins versus the Titans, and the Rabbitohs play against the Raiders. We have the bye-on nights this weekend. And moving on to the Host Plus Cup, Round 19, Saturday the 27th, we see the Falcons play against the Jets, Magpies versus the Bears, Cutters versus the Devils, Pride against the WM Seagulls, Tigers versus the Blackhawk, Capras versus the Dolphins, and on Sunday the 28th, we see the Clydesdales play against the Seagulls with our PNG Hunters boys on bye. But that's it for our weekend previews. Now the Paris 2024 Olympics opening ceremony is this Saturday, the 27th of July. EMTV will be broadcasting this, so 3 a.m. guys. It's 3 a.m. PNG time, so stay tuned for that. But that's it. Please follow our Sports In page to stay updated with the Paris 2024 Olympics. Other than that, if you have a sports-related story you'd like us to cover, please contact us on 312-9229, or you can Facebook us, email us, or drop by our office at Level 2 Garden City, Boroko, here in Port Moresby. But that's a wrap for tonight's show. It was a pleasure having you on board. Do join me next week, same time, same place, right here on your number one to watch. I am Jaylee Sapies, and this was Sports Scene. Good night for now.
This program was proudly brought to you by PNG Motors, Gazelle International Hotel, and Telecom Limited.